it's not working. Not working. I'm stalling. I don't know what to do.
Are you solo?
I'm sorry, I didn't have my flaps up.
So we have a lot to unpack with this NTSB final report from May 26, 2022. And here's the aircraft, a Cessna 152, November 4978 Bravo, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Sadly, the young pilot did not make it. The student pilot was performing a solo flight and practicing takeoff and landings. A witness reported that the student performed a touch and go. According to the witness, the airplane touched down long and then took off again. When the airplane lifted off the ground, the flaps remained down. The airplane climbed just above the tree height in a nose-high attitude. Shortly after, the left wing dropped and the airplane descended straight down. During the climb, the student pilot reported to the air traffic control that he had an engine failure. Subsequently, he reported that he did not have his flaps up, and that's what we heard. So here's the map of the airport, and here's where they reported. So he took off here. Reported engine failure. When we heard that it's not working was here. I'm sorry, I didn't have my flaps up, was right here. And then shortly after, the aircraft stalled. And then here's inside the aircraft. This is NTSB's picture of the flap handles, throttle mixture, carburetor heat, and just the total destruction of inside the cab. Here it is from the top view. It almost hit a house. So there were people around that heard the aircraft go down. And then firefighters were on scene, and you see a lot of people were here trying to help get this young pilot out of the aircraft and to the hospital as quickly as possible. Here's a performance study that was conducted to estimate the drag characteristics of the airplane and the engine power developed during the initial takeoff, subsequent landing, and accident takeoff. So basically, they're saying that the pilot reported engine failure, but according to what the flap degree was at 30 degrees, it was inconsistent with the loss of power. And then down here it says the airplane's lift coefficient and wind speeds were consistent with indicated flaps 30 degrees maximum lift, and it was reached about 13 seconds after the pilot reported an engine failure. So the increase of the airplane's lift coefficient to the maximum lift, the rapid drop in pitch angle, angle of attack, and flight path angle that followed are consistent with an aerodynamic stall and subsequent loss of control. Here's some more pictures of that aircraft. So here it was a runway 22 right, Timmerman Airport, and then you can see all the homes around this area. So it was somewhere around here is where that aircraft ended up. Again, that's kind of how it ended up there. Here's some more information. I'll let you guys read about the pilot's most recent flight instructors. He had 4 of them. Basically what they're saying about the pilot, he was very bright, very smart. Yeah, the student's logbook showed that his first solo flight occurred in April 28th of 2022, 4 weeks prior to the date of accident. And then here is some speeds and also altitude of the aircraft during that time. Here they got the aircraft loaded up on the flatbed. And then they had first annual Daniel Perelman Memorial Chess Championships for to benefit this young pilots and the families. So very sad. This young man was 18 years old, and the probable cause on this one was that the student pilot's exceedance of airplane's critical angle of attack, which resulted in a stall from which the student pilot could not recover. So here he is here, rest in peace to him. And what are some ways that instructors could prepare pilots for this type of event? This young pilot believed it was his engine lost power. But is there ways where maybe do you guys fly with the flaps down so the student gets a feel of what that feels like? I'm not a pilot, but is there some kind of training that maybe didn't happen or could happen in the future so that these pilots are more comfortable if they forget their flap settings to recover? Anyways, it's very sad, but very interesting. I hope there is some lessons to be learned. Again, prayers to the family of Daniel Perelman, and this is Arfalom Kionyo. See you guys next time.